Will of my videos. Well, me and him, at the moment, think his house might be haunted. Here's why. Me and Will, in our high school, had been assigned to do a project. That night, he was home alone. So I said, I'll come to yours then. I came round and it was fine. We're on the computer, doing a project, so eventually we decided to take a rest. We went on his Xbox and we sat there, but then I realised his room was freezing, but every other room was warm. That's when we heard his dog, Milo, growl from downstairs. He was growling at something, so we don't know notice still, but then we heard his bird chirping as if it was scared. It was chirping fast and it was strange, and we still sat there and it was just, silent. Until the cooker alarm went off, and by this point we were freaked out. I asked him, would your mum leave you to work with the cooker? And he said his mum had never and he said these exact words to me. My mum would never trust me with the cooker. Which I could understand, being just how old we are. So we went downstairs to check, and we turned it off, and there was no one there. We turned it off and went back upstairs. 10 minutes later, the timer goes off again. We run back downstairs, turn it off, come back upstairs. This was the final time. It went off. At this point, I was scared, but I was pretty annoyed at whoever was doing this, and I thought it was probably a prank. So I grabbed Will's fake gun. It's a cap gun, but anyway, I grabbed it and I stood at the top of the staircase and I screamed at the top of my lungs, if there's anyone there, I've got a gun. I'm not afraid to shoot. And it sounds cheesy now, but at the time I thought it was pretty useful. So Will stood behind me. We went downstairs and we checked every room, the pantry, the kitchen, the living room, even this basement-like room, and there was no one. And we were scared, and eventually we just sat in the conservatory and sat talking about it, thinking, what were we going to do? Eventually we just went back upstairs, and that's when we heard the creepiest thing of all. We heard someone open a door. The door creaked open, then we heard footsteps, and then we heard someone messing around with some cupboards. We went downstairs and there was no one there. A few nights have passed, and to be honest, whenever we hear someone open a door or anything like that, when the alarm goes off, as it frequently does now, we just decide to go out of the house and just play basketball in this yard. A lot of creepy stuff has happened while he's been there. While he's been sat on the couch and he's heard someone messing some things about upstairs while he's been alone. Or other things. But the other day we researched his street and it turns out it was some train tracks, and maybe, just maybe, someone